Hey, what's up, my friends? I've got a e90 series BMW. This is a 2009 328, and problem is with the really smelly AC. I mean, it stinks like mold and mildew, and so got a fix for it. It's not the simple, easy Lysol cover the problem fix, but it's really to get to the root of the problem, which is in the AC system itself. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do here. Okay, so first we're going to remove the cover that goes on and covers the AC system and also where the filter is. Got an 8mm socket. There are 6 bolts here to remove. So we'll remove these really quick. And this would be where you want to check your first look just to make sure that your filter, your cabin filter is good. That could be a source if there's a problem for the smell in the AC. I've already changed this one so it's pretty clean. This whole unit here. So that one's clean and good to go. And then back here is where our fan blower motor is, and also the evaporator. So you can see back in here, there's your blower motor. It's got the little bolt on the top of it. And then there is your cover there. It goes on covers the blower motor if you're going to get into recirculation mode. Now where we are going and why we need to take that blower motor out is in there where the evaporator is. We can really get to it and clean that mold and mildew out. So we'll go inside underneath the glove box to check that out. So right now that recirculating cover is in a closed position, so you can't see the blower motor. It's closed off and using recirculated air. If you have it on fresh air, that will open up like it was before. Okay, so we're going to want to have the engine off, AC off, everything is off in this portion of it. We're going to go right below where we were looking before, under the glove box. Now there are really just 2 screws holding this cover on here, and they're Torx screw. I've got a Torx T20 driver here. So there's a screw here, also a screw here, and then there's a couple of tabs over here that will disconnect or really just pull off. I'll show you how this cover comes off here. Here by the door side. And then these tabs just pull down. It's going to come right down. Now there's 2 things here that you need to disconnect. One is if you have this extra adapter for the auxiliary power, you'll just need to pull this off. Just pulls right off. And then we also have the light that just disconnects, and then when you do that, this whole piece comes off here. So what we're looking at now, underneath, got here is the heater blower. And then directly under there, this unit here is the blower motor that we were looking at before. And there's just one connector that's holding this on. It's coming off of here. It's a larger connector. Just squeeze this, and this pops right off. So really this is the only thing that we need to disconnect wiring wise. And actually this is under BMW recall right now, but they don't have the parts in yet. Okay, here's the bottom side of our blower motor here. And we've disconnected the wiring harness here. This is at 6 o'clock. If you're looking with your head looking up. Over at 9 o'clock there's a tab. Maybe if it was about 9:30, there's a tab that you can feel. But you need to pull that tab down toward you. And then while you're pulling it, the blower motor will turn clockwise. It's going to take a little bit of movement to get this out of here. I can actually pull this out of here. And your blower motor will come out. So we have the blower motor out, and again, here's where the wiring harness was hooked up. Here's the tab over here, and it's really more like about 10 o'clock. At 10 o'clock, and we had just pulled this down and turned clockwise to get this out of here. And then I'll just show you what we're looking at here. We're almost ready to spray to clean this guy. So just looking up here, there's where the blower motor is. And you should be able to see a little bit of daylight up there. That's where we took the cover off. Now, where we are trying to spray is up through where the blower motor is and to the left. So into the center console area. We're going to spray our cleaner out there and get all that mold and mildew out of there. Now for the cleaner, there's a few different kinds. This one was the most recommended that I could find. It's by Next Zet, and it's called a Climate Cleaner. This is a 300 milliliter, I think it's a 10-ounce can. And as you can see, it comes with a pretty long tube on there. This is foaming action. It's got the directions on here, but essentially we're going to spray it into that area and just let the foaming action do its work. And then to double check, you will see it coming out of the bottom of the car where your AC will normally vent. So I'm going to show you where we're going to spray this. And just set the can up here. I've already shaken it well. And it's going to go right up in where the blower motor was and over to the left as far as you can get it over there. And right now it's going under. Right now the tip of that is going under toward the center console area, and we'll just spray it in. And it foams up, really just fills up that whole area. You can go ahead and use the entire can, and then we'll let it drain and do its thing for about 20 minutes. Okay, so I've emptied the can of the Climate Cleaner. We're going to let it do its foaming action to take care of all that mold and mildew in there for about 20 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and replace the blower motor same way that it came out. Put our cover back on, and then also take care of the cover there under the engine and let it do its thing. This motor takes a little bit of finagling to get back up there. Goes in fine. When you turn it back counterclockwise, that snaps in about the 10 o'clock position again. And we hook our power cords back up. that hooked up tight. Blower vents are up there tight. Everything's out of the way, so we're ready to put our cover back on. Plug our light back in. Put our accessory power back in here. Two Torx screws back in. Tighten these up. All right, we are good to go down here. We'll replace vent cover. If you haven't already, you can switch out that filter, and we're going to be all good to go. Now the directions on the can say to let the AC run just without, just turn the fan on and let it run for about a minute or so, just to dry everything out in there. And then we'll turn the AC on, see what happens. So I've been running the AC. It's been on high fan for a few minutes. Haven't seen any more drainage from the bottom, so all of our foam has done its action. And it's been on fresh air mode, so it's been allowing some fresh air in there to dry everything out. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the AC and see what it smells like. A little bit of a lemon fresh scent, but definitely better than the Lysol or other things that just mask the smell. So I think we feel pretty good that we've gotten all that bad stuff out of there, and smells just like it was when it was new. So definitely I think the way to go, other than just spraying something to cover the problem. It took a few extra minutes, but really not that tough, just a couple drivers to use for tools, and you're good to go. Okay, another tip for this would be to do this outside, not in the garage, because you are going to get some drainage coming out of that AC drain, and I don't think it's going to leave any stains, but it could make your garage a little messy. So definitely do it outside, or put some cardboard or pan underneath that drain to catch all the foaming, mildewy mold that comes out of that tube. Okay, I just wanted to show you what the Climate Cleaner does. The top picture here is the evaporator that's dirty with all the mold and mildew in there. Then we've got the foam that's in there that covers everything, and then afterwards it cleans everything off. And then here is a picture of the entire AC unit that's been removed from a car. Over here you see this is where we were looking in from the engine when we took the cover off, where the AC filter is under the hood. The evaporator is right in here. So when we are going under and inside, spraying the foam in here. So that's where all the cleaning is being done, and exactly why just spraying something directly into here will never make it into the evaporator where it needs to get to clean that off. So thanks for watching, and good luck to you guys.